Leave me alone! Stay away from me! Go away! Just go away!
Ma'am, are you alright? I heard you screaming and...
Stop it! Stop it, you stupid, stupid brain! You're not real. You stupid freaking hallucination.
I'm real to me.
He's here to take me away. You're here to take me away.
Oh, ma'am, it's not real. These ones, you haven't had your meds yet.
What?
You've had your nose in that book all day. You forgot again. I wanted to remind you, even though you told me not to.
Oh. We're right. I'm right.
Did you want me to leave now?
No! Don't leave me alone right now, Ren. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to leave me.
Of course I'll stay with you, ma'am. Please don't cry. I'll always be here. I promise.
You okay, Syd?
I am freaking out right now. I am so far behind in algebra because I've been having to work on my art project all week. Everything in this book might as well be Japanese because it doesn't make sense to me.
But Japanese algebra is just algebra.
Shut up. This is serious, Colin. Math makes me pull my hair out.
But you only have half a head of hair left.
Exactly. So I can't go losing it to algebra.
My roommate Ethan could teach you. He's really good at math, even Japanese math.
Enough with the Japanese math.
Okay, I'll stop.
I didn't know you had a roommate.
You never asked. And Ethan's a pretty private person, like really private. Like, I knew him for 4 years before he added me on FaceSpace as a friend. So, I don't think he would like me talking about him much, but don't worry, he's a really nice guy. Weird as hell, but nice.
How weird are we talking here?
I once saw him buy an Atari 2600 game at a garage sale, and I swear, hand to God, he literally asked if anyone was in there. Like, he asked the cartridge if it was haunted.
What did it say?
Nothing, Syd. It's a game cartridge.
Yeah, sure, I'll help, but quid pro quo needs to be in effect here.
I got like $20.
Yeah, no. Actually, I've been needing some lackeys, henchmen, if you will, to come with me on my independent investigations over the weekend. You'll carry equipment, go through video footage and voice recordings, and whatever else I have in the works. And you'll be scanning them for EVPs, that's electronic voice phenomena in layman's terms. It won't be easy, but it'll get you through algebra.
Oh, sure, I guess. So, what exactly are you investigating?
I investigate lots of stuff. Hauntings, missing persons, runaways, government conspiracy, chemtrails, hiking trails, if they're haunted, and most importantly, Loch Ness.
Oh, okay, that's gonna take some unpacking. So, do you, work with the police, or is this some more of a, crossing the yellow lines for fun kind of thing?
Let's just say the law and I don't particularly see eye to eye.
Ooh, yellow lines. Gotcha.
He helps rescue cats from trees, too.
Aw, cute. Haunted trees?
Please, Colin, those are trivial matters. I have far more important work to do. Have you even seen the news lately?
I haven't, but you just keep asking me anyway.
The bus disappearance is one of the important investigations I currently have going, Colin Huan Zhang.
Right, the bus thing. So important you had to use my full name.
Bus thing?
School Bus 599 disappeared on the 26th of August, just after school. 43 Whittlewood Elementary youngsters. Gone. The last known location was by the Texaco out on Route 12. It was caught by CCTV footage at 3:41 p.m. Then they took a detour on I-75. Everything was fine until suddenly all communication with the bus driver Douglas Dewey Vermain ceased. This quiet community, shaken to its very core, has been searching for those 42 innocent lost souls ever since, until finally, on October 12th...
Oh, right, that helicopter tour group spotted the bus, right?
Colin, you ruined my dramatic retelling!
There was gonna be more drama?
Anyways, yeah, they found the bus. Same bus number, same plate, same VIN. Now for the $10 million question.
What's that?
How the hell did it get here? See that? It somehow got dumped in the middle of nowhere, hundreds of miles from its school district, practically hanging off the edge of a cliff. How does a school bus, of all things, get there? Fire and rescue had to get climbing gear and were lowered by helicopter to get to it before starting the recovery process. And that is what my fellow investigators and I have been trying to work together to solve.
Any leads so far?
Well, by the looks of it, we've all agreed it's either aliens or advanced teleportation technology.
Aliens. Right.
You laugh, but the truth is out there, Cindy.
Sydney.
Oh. Yeah, that makes way more sense.
And what exactly is an independent investigator?
Oh god, here we go.
Someone who wants to search for the truth instead of just letting the government tell you what's right. Have you heard the trumpet blares coming out across Lake Michigan? Have you seen the fighter jet footage of UFOs? Have you heard about the ghost of Captain Cutler?
The one who still haunts Rocky Point Beach?
The very same. There's far too many complacent people that just eat the slop the government shovels for them with a vacant smile on their face, never once opening their eyes to the possibilities in front of them. And worse yet, they don't want to know what's going on. They want to be sheeple. They want to worry about the next big game or if they're gonna get an iced coffee after work. It's pathetic. As said by Winston Churchill, history is written by the winners.
So, what? Are you like flat earther or something?
That is a rude and overly simplified depiction of my own personal beliefs. Not that I would expect a normie like you to know the delicate art of independent investigation. Besides, Flat Earth is just another government conspiracy to cover up the real truth.
Huh. And what truth would that be?
Hollow Earth.
So, I get that we're trying to catch ghosts on film or whatever, and I am totally down with the spooky town here. Not to mention the possible trespassing, but why?
Look, we're not actively trying to catch ghosts right now. That would be completely idiotic. We don't even have a spirit camera. Yet. You see, the problem with other independent investigators is that they don't have a control group for their findings. They don't have just one particular spot where they come back to over and over again in order to collect readings to base their other findings on, so you mostly have to go on anecdotal evidence. Once you get a good baseline on what a place is supposed to be like on a regular basis, then you can discern what's actually paranormal.
I guess that makes sense, but don't you think coming to one spot over and over again is pushing your luck a little?
Luck? Well, I guess you're not exactly wrong. Something is either bound to happen, or if there truly isn't anything here, then nothing will happen. But we won't know unless we test every possibility. This kind of work is an art, not a science.
You mean seance, not science.
Don't you ever get scared, Ethan? This place is pretty creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, maybe when I was first doing this, because, cemeteries are pretty creepy at night, but I got used to it.
First time he came back, I'm pretty sure he peed himself.
That was Mount Sunder.
It was yellow, and it was all over your pants. What was I supposed to think? Look, I'm just glad you weren't spirited away. Rent would have been a nightmare to pay by myself.
Nah, you'd have been fine for another 6 months. I like to pay it forward.
That is not what that means.
You two are a class act. I hope you know that. Have you ever actually seen anything, Ethan? Like, any ghosts? Maybe a vampire?
Oh yeah, tons of stuff. Well, maybe not the vampires, unless you count my 5th grade teacher. That woman was a total leech. But you shouldn't base your research on anecdotal evidence alone, you know, which is why I upload all of my stuff to the Spook Troop forum.
Really? You've actually seen things? Like, for real stuff? Tell me something that's happened then. Like, what was the scariest thing that you've ever encountered?
Well, let me think. I guess it'd have to be the very first time I ever saw an entity.
Entity, he says.
Shh, story time. Way back when I was still in middle school, I went to the annual school dance, like any youthful, bright-eyed normie. It was the end of the dance. All the kids were going home, getting picked up by their folks as usual. Since my dad had to take my mom to the ER that night, they couldn't pick me up in time, so I had to wait for my uncle to come by and get me. I helped the teachers clean up a bit since I had nothing else to do. Then I walked outside because it was about time for my uncle to show up. I waited on one of the benches outside the gym. Then, that's when I saw it, way off in the distance. Something on 4 legs, walking around the high school baseball field, looking for something. I thought it was a dog at first. I mean, what else would it have been, right? Amateur mistake. I wasn't always an independent investigator, you know, but as it got closer and closer, the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. I was so cold, paralyzed by fear. I couldn't breathe. I tried to say something, anything. I tried to move my legs, but I couldn't. It soon came closer to me. I was 12. I had nothing to protect myself but a pocket full of Jolly Ranchers and an old flip phone. It got closer and closer. I could see that it definitely wasn't a dog. It looked almost human in the pale moonlight, but the arms and legs were too long, too spindly. Its gut looked like it was caved in. It was thin, mangy. I could see the skeleton underneath its inky black skin as it contrasted against the lit-up parking lot. It spotted me. Our eyes locked, but it didn't have any eyes. Just a horrible emptiness where something ought to have been. Its mouth. Its mouth hung wide open, flapping like a screen door, oozing something thick and black out of it. Before I could do anything, my uncle honked his horn. Spell broken. I turned to look, and when I looked back, that inky morass of terror and hate was gone.
Wow, Ethan. Where'd you learn to tell stories like that?
I read a lot.
Are we even allowed to be out here this late?
Oh, definitely not. We are totally trespassing right now. Curfew is like 2 a.m. The government doesn't want people to form late-night militias or whatever. Always trying to control the population in one way or another.
Should we go?
Why on earth would we go? We just got here.
Aren't you afraid of getting caught? What if the police catch us here? What am I gonna tell my mom if she sees me in jail? Dude, she'll have a heart attack.
We're not gonna get caught. I've done this like 1,000,000 times. I buy the gravekeeper scratch-offs and coffee every Friday. He's chill. Yeah, this should be as good a place as any. Just hold your recording equipment up and I'll start asking any presenting entities some questions. Won't take too long.
I feel so stupid, Ethan. How are we even gonna know if something's here?
We don't. That's what's so great about the mystery. Literally anything could be out there. There is so much about our world we don't even know. Most of it in our own oceans. As human beings, it's our job to find these things out. Just think about the possibilities for a sec. What if, right now, at this very moment, we are just completely surrounded by otherworldly things, and we can't see them because of our inferior human eyes? I mean, maybe there's just one behind me. Maybe one of them is chilling out on Syd's shoulder. But because our eyes aren't in tune with their dimension, there's no possible way for us to see or interact with them. But what if they can see and interact with us?
Okay, so you know the rule about creeping me out so late at night? We've had this talk 4 times today already. So if you could not right now in the middle of the cemetery, that'd be super great of you.
Really? Both of them? That's what I get for bringing amateurs, I guess.